Thank you for the overestimation of my height. Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be back in New York again. Let me just... There you go. Okay, very smooth. It's nice to be back here riding dangerous vehicles. It's nice to be back in New York, the environment that I love, away from the Olympics in Los Angeles right now. I don't know if you're into the Olympics. I'm sorry. All the pomp, all the grandeur. I just know that in the midst of all that exciting stuff, there's going to be some wild Arab with a suitcase going, Allah! And when there's something nuclear going down, I want to be somewhere where I can go, what was that? Because it's 1984, and I'm just waiting for Reagan to do something wild. I don't know. If you're into Reagan, I respect your opinion in a cartoon, abstract sort of way. I personally, I don't trust a man in his mid-70s with plastic Devo hair on his head, though. It's like, are we not men? We are senile. I don't trust a man who sits up on Saturday mornings watching cartoons going, I could do that. Well, don't do that, Ron. For my sake, don't do that. Election year coming up. Get me out of here, you know. And at 30 years old, I'm still draftable. I just read that. I'm still draftable at 30, which is a shock to me. I know there's a 25-year-old out there going, so anyway, baby, what? But I'm a level 3 draftee, which means they're only going to use me if there's a nuclear war, so who cares, you know? If I find out on the radio there's going to be a nuclear war, the first thing I'm doing is going up to my landlord and going, oh, excuse me? Yeah, what? What are you going to do? Kick me out? It's a nuclear war! I don't care. It's a nuclear war. Do what you want. It's a nuclear war. Have some fun. You've got a few minutes left. Do that stuff you've always wanted to do. Go up to a highway cop, smack the hat off his head, take his gun out, twirl it around in his face, do some tricks with it. Da-da. What are you going to do? Arrest me? Okay. This won't take long. It's a nuclear war. See you later. It's a nuclear war. In the courthouse, yank the judge's wig off his head, bang him on the head with a gavel. Pum, 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 pum. What are you going to do? Throw me in more jail? It's a nuclear war! I don't care. It's a nuclear war. Where do you see the most draft commercials? Well, shows like Rock Palace, Solid Gold. They're looking for the drug burnouts. It's easy to ring little Pavlovian bells in the backs of their heads. A little rock and roll on the draft commercial. A little country and western on the draft commercial. Ring, ring, salivate, join, join. Off they go. But there's a whole new generation. They're going to have to start doing new wave draft commercials. That'll be fun. I want to be in the army. See them marching in tight formation, like brr, brr, slam combat out on the field there. They got the sergeants there. All right, men, break. Retreat. Too much nuclear talk. I'm sorry. It really is. You know, I mean, you want to talk nuclear? Let's forget the hydrogen bomb. Make a helium bomb. Put the fun back in war again. A helium bomb. You got the Americans on one side, bang, 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 firing away. You got the Russians on the other side, pow, 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 firing. Suddenly, Americans are like, what was that? I don't know. What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? The Russians are... Thank you very much.
The band, Rick Oberton, is here. So, tell me about the movie, Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
It's a big part for you in the movie?
Okay, not bad. It was good. We got to improvise around and stuff.
A lot of fun?
It was a lot of fun. It was originally written, you see, the reason we got to improvise, it was originally written for Sylvester Stallone. but he had a previous commitment or something like that, so Eddie did the part, and he played with the scene. I'm working on a project now. I'm writing it for Sylvester Stallone and Matt Dillon together, and there's some father-son thing. There won't be any actual dialogue, just a lot of... It'll be the first American film with all English subtitles.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Good luck on that project.
Thank you.
Now, are you living in New York? Do you miss living in New York? Have you ever lived in New York?
Oh, I lived over on 44th and 9th, which is a nice neighborhood if you're bacteria. But pleasure writing dangerous mass transportation again. I like the subway. I miss acting like I'm crazy. I used to act like Bruce Dern on the subway. That was the one frightening thing they couldn't deal with. The nuclear radio, the switchblade. You turn around. Before they get a good look at me, I go like... These gentlemen made a real mistake stepping onto this train car. You know what I'm talking about there, pal? You know, Bukach says the trains are safe because you have 10 police on every train. He neglects to mention they're all on one car. They're not stupid, so still in the trouble.
So are you visiting? Is this a lengthy stay for you?
Well, as long as they'll let me stay at the lovely Berkshire Place Hotel.
It's an Omni Classic.
It's an Omni Classic, and I think there's a universal rule, though, that maybe...
Half of it.
Really?
Yeah. And then I fell into a deep sleep. I wasn't awakened for 3 or 4 days.
Now, do you see Michael much? Do you see a lot of him?
Well, actually, on my way here, he said...